أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم من همزه ونفخه ونفثه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. إنه من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى أهله الغر الميامين وعلى صحابته المدلفين بالدستور وعلى من استنى سنتهم وانتهج بمنهجهم ولف بلفهم إلى أن يرث الله الأرض ومن عليها وإلى الله عاقبة الأمور. All praise is indeed reserved for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most exalted, the most high, the uncreated, but creator of all creatures, the unsustained and sustainer of everything. We salute him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we ask him to continue to send his undiluted salutations upon the noble soul of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, members of his household, companions, and the generality of Muslims till the day of recompense. Ameen. Respected elders, brothers and sisters alike, today inshallah al-Kareem, the topic of our sermon, min fadail shahri Shaban, fadail shahri Shaban, excellence of the month of Shaban, what Muslims need to know, what we need to do, what we need not to do. Allahu Akbar. All in line with teachings of Allah and authentic sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, inna min mawasim al-khayrat. Shaban is one of the best months, Allahu Akbar kabira, alluded to the fact that there are acts of ibadah that attract more rewards, unlike other months, like Ramadan, like Shaban, like Muharram, like Dhul Qi'dah, like Dhul Hijjah. Allahu Akbar kabira. Muslims are reminded whenever there is Musim, a particular act of ibadah attached to a particular month of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we remind ourselves. Then there are a lot of, or a good number of innovations people introduce to those. We expunge them and we stick, inshallah kareem, wholeheartedly to the one attached to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. In hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Prophet sallam let us know that this Shaban is his own month. Hassanahu al-Albani alayhi rahmatu min Allah. He says, Rajab Shahrullah. Rajab is the month of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ascribed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Rajab happens to be one of the 4 sacred months mentioned in Surah At-Tawbah. Minha arba'atun hurum. Rajab is month of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa Sha'ban shahri. While Sha'ban is my own month, saying that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wa Ramadan shahru ummati. While Ramadan is my ummah's month. Now, bringing all this together, what are those things? What are the significance? The elements that we can touch as we see as legacy, as part of excellence of this Shaban. Number 1, it's enough for a Muslim when we say this is Shahru Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The month of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is enough. Number 2, that particular Shah, one of the excellence is that Prophet sallallahu said, Turfa fi al-amal ila rabbil alamin. All our acts of ibadah right from last year to today, they are being kept, they are being remitted in our books of records, but the final record in Sijil, Lawhul Mahfuz, they will do it in the month of Sha'ban. And Usama ibn Zayd, that is on the authority of Usama ibn Zayd, he said, Kuntu ya Rasulallah, I said to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Lam araka tasumu min ash-shuhur ma tasumu min Sha'ban. I've never seen you fasting all completely or sometimes very much that you fasted the way you fast in the month of Shaban. In other months, I don't see you. Prophet ﷺ says, Dhalika shahrun yakfulu an-nasu anhu. That's a month. My ummah, a good number of them, they don't pay attention to Shaban. And Prophet ﷺ said, Dhalika shahr, that particular month you see me fasting all a lot. It's a month my servants, my ummah, they don't pay attention to it. Bayna Rajab wa Ramadan. Prophet ﷺ says, it is a month in between Rajab and Ramadan. What's the month between Rajab and Ramadan? Shaban. Prophet ﷺ says, "Turfa'u fi al-a'mal ila Rabbil alamin, Jalla Jalaluka ya Allah." They remit, they lift all acts of ibadah to the Lord of the entire world. فَأُحِبُّ أَنْ أَصُومَ اللَّهُ أَكْبَرْ كَبِيرًا أُحِبُّ أَنْ يُرْفَعَ عَمَلِي وَأَنَا صَائِمٌ. And I love that time when my own act of ibadah are being remitted, I want them to be remitted while I'm fasting. Allahu Akbar. One of the significance of Shaban is the Prophet ﷺ used to fast a lot. Another hadith of Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha. Aisha said, may Allah be pleased with her. Sometimes we look at Prophet ﷺ, he will be fasting as if he is not going to break the fast. And sometimes Prophet ﷺ will not be fasting. I will be looking at him this week, another week, he's not fasting. And we think that he's not going to fast at all. Except that Aisha said, I have never seen Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam fasting the whole of a month except Ramadan. But the one after Ramadan is that the month that he will fast a lot is Shaban. Hadith Sahih Bukhari. Now, what another significant element of this Shaban? Shahrun yudhakkiru al-umma biqada'i ma fata min Ramadan. It's a month that we and I need to remind ourselves, especially our mothers, our sisters, our daughters. For the missed days of Ramadan last year, some are yet to fast them. This month is like a reminder for people who did not fast 1 or 2, 3 or 4 due to one reason or the other. Some of our brothers too. Some they took ill in the last year Ramadan. Some they traveled. Some for one reason or the other they couldn't fast. Either 1, 2, 3, as Allah says. وَمَنْ تَطَوَّعَ مِنْكُمْ خَيْرًا فَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَهُ وَأَنْ تَصُومُوا خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ وَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرَ. For those who are sick, or they are on journey, or for one reason or the other, either postnatal period, or monthly cycle, or nifas, that is monthly cycle, or whatever. And for those who for one reason or the other they could not fast, فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرَ. They should count the number of days missed in the month of Ramadan. They should bring it back after Ramadan. And hadith of Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha. She said, we used to remind ourselves in Medina, the wives of the Sahaba, have you fasted your last year missed Ramadan? Unlike today, our sisters, some they also do. But some, instead of reminding ourselves about what is happening, Valentine, or this and that, no. You remind your fellow sister, Haji Akwani, have you forgotten last year Ramadan 3, 4, 5 days? Wallahu ta'ala alam. Because some, they will not fast those days, and they will have fasted what we call Sita Shawwal. Some will have fasted Sita Shawwal, but when it comes to the repay of that Ramadan, they will be relaxing about it. No. Sita Shawwal is nafila, sunnah, while Ramadan is compulsory, wajib. Now, apart from that, it's also a month that a lot of eventful activities, part of which so many things happened in the month of Shaban that made the Arab, even Arab before the coming of Prophet ﷺ. Likewise, the one that concerns us, when Prophet ﷺ came, Allah gave him so many mu'jizat and so many eventful legacies that we are seeing up to today during the month of Shaban. Number one, in Shiqaqul Qamar, as Allah says, اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر. When Prophet ﷺ, the kuffar, they attacked him and said, one reason that will make us to follow you and believe in you that you are a prophet of Allah, this moon we are seeing, let it be split into two. While we are standing, not tomorrow, not after 5 minutes, now. If you do that, command this moon to split into 2, then we know that somebody behind that has sent you as a messenger. Allahu Akbar. And Sababu Nuzul, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave that Prophet sallam, and then in Shiqaqul Qamar, it happened. And they were looking at the face of Prophet sallam, they were looking at the moon, and the moon split into 2. And people embraced Islam through that. That is a mu'jiza happened in the month of Shaban. Another one is deviation, movement of our Qibla from Masjid al-Aqsa ila Masjid al-Haram is also happened in the month of Shaban. Hadith of Prophet sallam. Allah made mention in the Quran, قَدْ نَرَى تَقَلُّبَ وَجْهِكَ فِي السَّمَاءِ فَلَنُوَلِّيَنَّكَ قِبْلَةً تَرْضَاهَا وَوَلِّ وَجْهَكَ شَطْرَ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ. Allahu Akbar kabira. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet was facing the Qibla of Al-Masjid al-Aqsa, Jerusalem. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala diverted him and his ummah in the month of Shaban. and a good number of other excellence, other benefits, other legacies, other turas, and then eventful happenings in the month of Shaban. What are those things you and I are expected to do? Number one, calling from what we said, the Prophet ﷺ, the month, Prophet ﷺ used to fast a lot. Muslims are enjoined to also fast in the month of Shaban. While you fast in the month of Shaban, it is giving you a reminder of the upcoming Ramadan. Number two, we are expected, that is expected of a Muslim throughout the world, not in the month of Shaban, but for those who have not been doing, you engage yourself in Qiyamul Layl. Some people, they don't do any nafila. After every salat, Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, they just do the fard and then they go. Nafila. Allahu Akbar. وَمِنَ اللَّيْلِ فَتَهَجَّدْ بِهِ نَافِلَةً لَكَ عَسَىٰ أَن يَبْعَثَكَ رَبُّكَ مَقَامًا مَحْمُودًا. You need to make extra effort. Apart from the general effort made by the Ummah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you do Qiyamul Layl. If you are not starting now, little by little, Ramadan will come, some people will overeat by breaking their fast and they will be dodging Taraweeh. Some people don't pray Taraweeh. Some say, gaskiya ni bande kafa. But when to run to where the dollars are shared, you will outsmart everybody. Some say, gaskiya na jando go ayoyi. You now stay at home and do na kulu Allah. Dama sami Allahu liman hamida. You don't compare yourself with the person who does others, even though you need khushu'. Now, some is their own that no, I will do with my wife when we wake up in the night. Then they will not get used to it. Sometimes they wake up, sometimes they don't wake up. But if you are in Jama'ah, after Isha, you join Taraweeh, you are getting closer to it, inshallah. Then when it is time for the last 10 days, you won't feel anything bored or you won't feel yourself tired. Some people will be tired because of consumption of food. So in the month of Ramadan, you want to break fast, you see 10 trays in one person in front of one person. Abarba, cow leg, agaluma, cashew, mai, kose, fried rice, everything. And he will taste all of them. And if they did not prepare it, akwai masala. And that one will make him to not to pray Taraweeh, even Tahajjud. Some will even miss Subhi. Some will miss their own what we call Sahur. Start from now. At least two rakah, at least 2 rakah before Al-Fajr. At least. Now, inshallah Kareem, another thing you need to do, have a portion that will be reciting in the Quran. Quran was revealed to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in the month of Ramadan. But don't wait until Ramadan comes. If you wait until Ramadan comes, Ramadan will come and go and say, Kai, gaskiya wannan shekara, bana na yi kokari, bara. Who is asking you bara? The one you have gone, that one has gone. Name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in your life is renewed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Continue to justify, continue to reciprocate the gesture of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in your life. Then, another thing that you need to do, commence from now. Going by what is happening. Nobody needs to tell you that Al-Ummah is in languishing in abject poverty. A good number of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam Ummah, they are living from hand to mouth. That used to be before. Now, nothing from hand to mouth. Hunger is on top gear. Every nooks and cranny. When you look at Abuja, Abuja is not lucky to have many people than civil servants. Civil servants, some last month's the real what we call wage, salary, some still complain up until the day before yesterday. Some got their own, but before they got it, the skyrocketed prices of things in the market had already taken away the money, even before they received their alert. Now, part of what we need to do in the month of Shaban, welcoming the month of Ramadan, at Taysir li ummati Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in one way or the other, from my own hand, from your own hand, from this person's hand, from that person's hand, let us come to rally around ourselves. You don't expect Allah to come down. The government has their own. We have been shouting, we'll continue to tell them, but you and I need what to do. We have our own dough. When you go to market today, you price something, you buy this thing 1,000 today. Go next tomorrow or next, you see the same thing or below the quantity, but the money has gone up. And you are a Muslim, you are buying from a Muslim. Some they take undue advantage of what is happening. There are certain things that don't have anything to do with dollars. So for the fact that everybody hears, dollar now 1,500. Some were saying 1,550. What concerns dollar with kulikuli? What concerns dollar with debino? Then Maggi, albasa, tomato. These are things, consumables for the Ummah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You go today, when you go tomorrow, you meet another price. In one way or the other, and wallahi is doable. Ku anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fear the day you shall meet him. Nobody will be there to rescue you. Nobody will be there for me to rescue me. Sometimes we aggravate the mess we found on ground. We live large. Some, as we speak to today, wallahi la'adim, we have been shouting, and we continue to shout until we go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you siphon the treasury in your name, or for your wife, or your children, forget about Tinubu, or forget about Baba Buhari. They're opening every day. They are opening too many new files. You hear some things that you did not hear 10, 15 years ago. A signature of the sitting president was forged by who? Another person who claimed to be that it was forged, his own too was forged. The alleged accused person also said his own was forged. How many forgers? La tus'alunna yawma idin 'anil na'im. Wallahi, everything is clear before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything is clear. As you are talking to the tujar, businessmen, market women, because of Ramadan, some, even before this situation, once Ramadan comes in, you just see unnecessarily, price of consumables will go high. What do you benefit in making life difficult for your brothers? What do you benefit from making life difficult for your sisters, for your communities? And this is the best time you need to feed people. Part of what you and I need in the month of Shaban. That in Ramadan, Prophet said it. Man fattara sa'iman. Whoever breaks the fast of somebody who fasts and gives him what he breaks his fast on, inshallah Kareem, he has the reward of fasting Muslim without diminishing anything from the fasting Muslim himself. Now before then, you need to do. You need to do. If you have one bag of rice, it is not meant for you alone. You have half, remember those who do not have anything. And then in one way or the other, you need to contribute, as we made mention, not until you go to meet the government. Within your own territory, Allah has given you. There are people in the market. Go to the Wuse market, Madala market, Day market, fish market here. Something you know, even if you sell it this amount of money, you are going to help people, you will still get something on top. It's better for you than to get much. At the end of the day, it's also useless to you. Many people have died. It's a lesson to all of us. One guy just died about 2, 3, 4 days ago. The CEO of Access Bank. He had everything. If it is dunya, Allah gave him. He just commissioned a house, edifice. They said the house worth 10 billion. 10 billion, one house. He built a university worth more than 20 billion. In fact, they are not calling naira in dollars. But today, he lived in that house in less than 3 months. Allah has taken him away. But wallahi al-azim la tus'alunna yawma idin 'anil na'im. How he got up to 10 billion for the house, whatever billion for the university, whatever billion for this and that, he will stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There was for somebody who did not believe in La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whatsoever you are keeping today, invest in akhirah, yawm al-qiyamah. You may have houses. Someone we were talking with somebody and he mentioned, we are talking about a masjid. They needed a masjid in a particular estate. And they have been struggling up and down. They eventually got small space. And then, okay, what to give the imam? They cannot provide a space for imam there in that estate. Somebody was saying his Oga, immediate Oga, has 20 houses in that estate. One man. How many are his children? 4. 20 houses in one estate. Other estate, how many? Only all in Abuja. In Lekki, in Lagos, they have. In Kaduna, Malali, they have. In Port Harcourt, or whatever you call it, they have. Allahu Akbar Kabira. All this, the next thing, after last Salatul Janaza, 6 feet. 6 feet. Nobody will pay you visit, including your bodyguards. Wallahi la'adim. Now invest in dunya for your betterment of akhirah. Part of what you need to do to join the clique and the league of those who are going to Al-Jannah. Allah says, وَيُطْعِمُونَ الطَّعَامَ عَلَى حُبِّهِ مِسْكِينًا وَيَتِيمًا وَأَسِيرًا إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ لَا نُرِيدُ مِنكُمْ جَزَاءً وَلَا شُكُورًا. Invest in what Allah has given to you. Put smiles on the faces of the less privileged. There are a good number, uncountable number of orphans. Take 3, just 3. Sponsor them from nursery, primary, secondary, up to university. Ask Allah that I'm doing this for your purpose. That purpose is that on the day of Qiyamah, all my sins, known and unknown, forgive me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You tend to get forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says, سَارِعُوا إِلَى مَغْفِرَةٍ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ وَجَنَّةٍ أَرْضُهَا السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضُ عِدَّةٌ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Compete with each other and one another, trying to get the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and book space for yourself in Al-Jannah. You don't book it alone when you are a miser. You are a stingy person, so you don't give a damn. What happened? Is it my fault? They should go. When we told them not to vote for this person, were they not abusing us? Forget about the vote, forget about the voted, forget about the votees. All now, we are in need of rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then you that are holding people to skyrocket the prices, Allah would ask you. We have seen an example of that. If you stand by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will give you support. We said that in Kano 4 or 5 days ago. They went and sealed off, our new market. One of the largest, if not the largest, of grain market in the whole of West Africa. More than 200 trucks of grains will be taken up. Trucks. Then, in just 2 weeks, up to yesterday, the price kept going down. And the same way, go to Singa. The government of Kano State went and sealed off some warehouses owned by Muslims, and they hoard the foods. And you are shouting, Emilokan, whatever, Emilokan, you are Lokan, all of you stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Especially, those are the corridors of power. Some ministers, they are still living like this. They don't know, they don't care. Some of their heads, we have heard, we have seen video, some heads of parastatals, they go as far as Turkey, Dubai, to go to wherever, Singapore, just to go and celebrate birthday. Wallahi la'adhi. The worst part of it, there are Muslims among them. Muslims. Because they made you a head of parastata. You cannot even do this. Birthday is not no-go area. Why didn't you do birthday last year that you are not appointed? Why did you do it in the corner of your room? Not because of federal government money. You took it away with some aids, PATASA, all. First class. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Whereas in your villages, people are dying of hunger. In your villages. La tus'alunna yawmaydin. Allah will not let go of that. Even though Allah will ask Mr. President first. And on the day of Qiyamah, as everybody is being called, he will also call his lieutenants. All the ministers they appointed. Just like Baba Buhari. He did his own. Many of our brothers disappointed him. They disappointed themselves. They disappointed Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Many, wallahi, no apology. Where's Nigeria here? Billions of naira wasted. At the end of the day, they are seeing billions of dollars in the account of somebody less than 40 years. Less than 40 years old. Held the country to ransom. Nothing happens. Wallahi, too many things will happen on the day of Qiyamah. Because we are paying for what we did not also. Somebody will bring our dollars out. See our governors. At least we have seen for Borno State. Zulum. We've not collected anything from you. And if you say that, you will be doing an Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But you yourself, you know, you have seen, is one of the best. Allahu Akbar. They give them 5 billion, another 1 billion, another 1 billion, another grains of rice, 50,000 baht is shared. We saw it. Others, they repackaged it. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. And they are Muslims. 50 baht, they repackage it to 25. Some repackage to 10. Some even 5 kgs. And if you need a video, not even video, will take you to those who are beneficiaries. And then if you deny that one, wallahi la'adhin, you cannot deny before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But your own children, Canada, they are in UK. People are doing Japa every now and then. All our doctors going out. All our nurses going out. And government pretends as if nothing is happening. So many things are happening. And don't wait till revolution comes. We must sound this. Alhamdulillah, Sultan of Sokoto, he has voiced it out. Somebody, Emir of Kano, told the wife of the president, Nigerians are living in poverty. People are dying of hunger. Tell your husband. Now, there are people he has put around. You release metric tons of fertilizers. One single will not get to the real farmers. Once those ones are released, now that he said he's going to release up to 80-something thousand tons of rice, maize, this and that, you see those governors again. They will become accidental farmers. So they'll go and register useless names and say, "Oh, this company." It's not company. It's not company that is hungry. Human beings are hungry. Just like COVID-19, they are still having money earmarked for COVID-19 up to today when there is nothing like COVID-19. When there was COVID-19, the food given to be given to the masses, all, majority, 90%, 95% of our governors, they put it in their warehouses. People were forced to go and be breaking their houses. And in fact, people trespass up to going to even breaking ShopRite and other shops because of hunger. If you are hungry, a hungry person is an angry man. And government needs to sit up now. See, Ramadan is by the corner. The weather is not friendly. The atmosphere is not friendly. Then why you, a Muslim brother to a Muslim brother, you are not also friendly? Because of something you want to put on top. Somebody went to market about 2 weeks ago. He had his own itemized things. He got there with the money. He reduced it to half. The brother is the masjid who told you. And you don't need anybody to tell you. You yourself go to the market today. Next week, go, you see. Dollars. But there are some people, sacred cows, in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna Allah la yumli li zalim hatta idha akhadahu lam yuflithu. Al-Bishirunku, all our brothers, those who believe in La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, either directly under the government, or they are the kingmakers, or they do and undo. All this on the day of Qiyamah, you will not move an inch. La tazalu qadam ibn Adam, the son of Adam, you will not be allowed to move an inch. Hatta tus'ala, hatta yus'ala, an arba ashya. 4 things, questions we pose to you. Then, how did you, all the wealth you got in dunya, how did you get them? How did you spend them? This is for you, this is for me. Sami Allahu liman hamida. Lastly, all of us, tubu ila Allahi tawbatan nasuha. Our handiworks, we have mentioned of this, time without number. Zahra al-fasadu fil barri wal bahr. Our dresses, see our sisters, our brothers, a brother who is reading Quran is plaiting his hair. Is wearing earrings. A sister is wearing earring, she's wearing trousers, all the belly button, everything outside. All these things will attract punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Especially the one the movers and shakers they do. Liwat, tubu ila Allah tawbatan nasuha. All the components of LGBTQIA, all of them. Whoever here, or you know whoever that is indulging under that, go and remove yourself. Tubu ila Allah tawbatan nasuha. If not for the animals on heart, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have wiped everything away. In the hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, may Allah forgive all our shortcomings. Barakallahu wa lakum fil Qur'an al-azim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum fi al-ayati wa dhikril hakim. Aqulu ma tasma'un sawaban fa min Allah wa in khata'u min nafsi wa shaytan wa astaghfirullah li wa lakum wa li sa'iril muslimin min kulli dhanbin wa khati'a innahu huwal ghafurur rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil arbab wa musabbibil asbab وخالق خلقه من تراب أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له المتفرد بالجلال والجمال تعظيما لشأنه وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله المبعوث رحمة أبدية سرمدية للعالمين بشيرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى أهله كواكب الهداية وأصحابه جوائر العناية وكل من سار على نهجهم إلى قيام الساعة. معاشر المسلمين، إنه شهر شعبان، شهر نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، شهر يذكرني وإياكم عن قدوم شهر رمضان، شهر يذكرني وإياكم عن عفافنا وتدامجنا بالنوافل في الليل والنهار، شهر يذكرني وإياكم بقضاء ما فات من شهر رمضان الماضي، شهر يذكرني وإياكم عن دوعيتنا وحركاتنا ودورنا لجماعتنا وخاصة لأمة نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، شهر نحتاج إلى أن نطعم أنفسنا وبالأخص ما نعاني منها من المشقات الحيوية في ديار نيجيريا في الآونة الآخرة. الله أكبر كبيرا. إن دل هذا على شيء فإنما يدل على أنه من رزقه الله سبحانه وتعالى عليه أن يبسط نطاق خيره وبركاته وزكاته وصدقاته إلى المكففين، إلى المستضعفين، إلى الأيتام، إلى الفقراء، إلى المساكين، وإلى الذين قد منعهم الله سبحانه وتعالى من خيري الدين والدنيا. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. من عفاف دنيوية أيها الإنسان ما غرك بربك الكريم. الآن ذكر قدومك إلى الله سبحانه وتعالى. ذكر وتذكر يوم تلقى ربك ذا الجلال والإكرام. تذكر يوم الأخير الذي تنتقل منه من الدنيا إلى الآخر. وإذا تذكرت هذا لابد أن تبرمج لنفسك كيف تساعد نفسك، كيف تساعد الأخوة الإسلامية، كيف تساعد المسلمين، كيف تساعد الفقراء والمساكين والأيتام والمتكففين والمستضعفين. وإذا فعلت هذا يكون لك خيرا عند الله في الدين والدنيا والآخرة. عباد الله، إن الله أمركم أمرا بدأ فيه بنفسه وثنى بملائكته وحملة عرشه وثلث بكم من إنسكم وجنكم وقال وذا من قائل إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وسلم. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر كيد أعداء الدين وانصر عبادك الموحدين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم جدد الأمن والأمان في نيجيريا واجعلها بلدا آمنا مطمئنا رخاء سخاء وسائر بلاد المسلمين. اللهم بارك لنا في رجب وشعبان وبلغنا شهر رمضان بالطمأنينة والسلامة والأمن والأمان والعفاف والغنى والسداد واليسر والرزق الحلال الواسع الطيب وعتق من النار. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. اللهم اصلح إخواننا في غزة وأراضي فلسطين. اللهم أيدهم استقرارا ودوام العافية ومعافاتك وسكينتك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وانصرهم على أعدائهم ولا تنصر أعدائهم عليهم. اللهم أرسل على أعدائهم طيرا أبابيل، أرسلهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فاجعلهم اللهم كعصف مأكول. اللهم اسكننا جنة الفردوس مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. قوموا إلى صلاتكم رحمكم الله.